People still think you need to join a fancy institute or buy expensive apps to really learn English. Priya, what do you say to that?
Honestly, that's just not true. I mean, I'm living proof you can get fluent without opening your wallet. Think about it, there's a ton of free stuff out there. YouTube videos, podcasts, apps, even social media. The real trick isn't money, it's having a good plan and sticking to it.
I love that you brought up consistency, because it's so easy to jump from one resource to another and not see results. But if you've got a method and you follow it, even free tools can work wonders.
Absolutely, and for anyone listening who's still skeptical, just remember learning English is a skill, not some secret club. If you've got a phone and the internet, you're already halfway there.
That actually makes me think about where to start. Say someone's totally new, sitting at home, a little nervous. What's the very first step you'd recommend?
Hands down, start with listening. It's exactly how babies learn their mother tongue, just by soaking it in. If you can listen to English for even 20 to 30 minutes a day, maybe YouTube stories, a podcast during your commute, or even watching movies with subtitles, it makes a huge difference.
Can you give us a real-world example? Some folks worry they won't understand anything at first.
Totally get that. Let's say you're a beginner. Find something like the BBC Learning English, the English We Speak podcast. The first time, you might catch just a couple of words. But if you replay it, words and phrases start making sense. Your ears really do get used to it over time.
That's such a relief for beginners. But moving on speaking is where most people really freeze up, especially if they don't have someone to practice with. Any hacks for that?
Oh, for sure. If you don't have a partner, just become your own practice buddy. I always say, grab your phone, hit record, and talk about your day in English. Or try speaking in front of the mirror. Another fun trick, use free AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to chat in English, then repeat your responses out loud.
Let's actually try that. Pretend I'm a total beginner and you're my practice coach for today.
All right, repeat after me. Hello, how are you? I am fine, thank you. What are you doing today?
Hello, how are you? I am fine, thank you. What are you doing today?
Yes, that's awesome. Even these little daily conversations can seriously boost your confidence. It's like muscle memory. The more you do it, the less scary it feels.
Funny enough, what you said about practice reminds me how people skip reading because they think they need expensive books. But is that really a hurdle these days?
Not at all. With the internet, you don't need to buy a single book. There are free online newspapers like Times of India or The Hindu, ebooks on Project Gutenberg, and even blogs or Reddit posts. The trick is to read stuff you actually enjoy. If you love cricket, read cricket news. If you're into movies, check out IMDb reviews. When you're interested, it doesn't feel like homework.
All those options definitely make reading less intimidating. Shifting gears writing often gets ignored, but it's such a powerful skill. How can someone build it up at home for free?
Writing is like your secret weapon. Try writing a short paragraph every day, maybe about your day, your favorite food, or a movie you watched. Then, use free tools like Grammarly or Google Docs to spot your mistakes. Little by little, your writing and grammar get sharper without you even noticing.
So true. But grammar still scares a lot of people. Is there a way to tackle grammar without drowning in rules?
Absolutely. Here's a shortcut. Learn grammar through real sentences, not just rules. Instead of memorizing present continuous equals am divided by, is divided by are plus verbing, just repeat sentences like, I am eating lunch. When you see and use these in context, the rules start to click automatically, and there are tons of free YouTube channels that break grammar down in super simple ways.
You know, people always run into the same struggles. Let's do a speed round. I'll throw some common problems at you, and you share your quick fix.
Sounds good. Hit me with the first one.
All right. I listen, but I can't understand much.
Start with slow content children's cartoons or English news with subtitles. Your ears need time to adjust, but it gets easier every day.
I try speaking, but always forget words.
Don't worry about big words at first. Stick to simple vocabulary like, I am very tired instead of I am exhausted. The fancy words will come later.
My pronunciation never sounds right.
Use Google Translate, type in any word and hit the speaker button to hear the correct pronunciation. It's free and works wonders.
Those are genius tips. But here's a biggie. How do you stay motivated? Most people start strong, but after a week or two, they just stop.
That's such a real problem. My favorite mantra is, don't just study English, live in English. Change your phone's language, make your shopping list in English, write your social media captions in English, watch English memes, listen to English songs. When English becomes part of your everyday life, you barely notice the effort and motivation takes care of itself.
Before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap for everyone listening who wants a clear game plan.
Here's the cheat sheet. Step 1, listen daily podcasts, movies, YouTube. Step 2, speak every day to yourself, in the mirror, or with AI tools. Step 3, read something you like, whether it's news or blogs. Step 4, write short paragraphs daily. For grammar, use real sentences. And most importantly, weave English into your daily routine.
Priya, you've shared so many practical ideas today. I hope no one listening ever feels that learning English is out of reach just because they don't have money.
Definitely. Free resources plus a bit of dedication is all you need. Anyone can do it, truly.
Exactly so, folks. That's it for today's episode. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend. Keep listening. Keep speaking. And remember, English isn't just a subject. It's a habit.
Bye, everyone.